Hi, so we're in a little bit different of a setup today, and the camera quality isn't the best, and I look a little bit crazy, but we're gonna roll with it. I just wanted to talk about a few things that I love about Sweden, because when I talk about things that are weird to me or unfamiliar to me, some people kind of think that I'm saying things in a negative way, and I'm saying that I don't like these things about Sweden, but it's not the case. It's unfamiliar to me. So yeah, the first one is I'm gonna have to go with transport. I know I've talked about that a little bit before, but it's just really easy to get around in Sweden, and it's pretty cheap too. You can get like a month-long SL card for like $90, something like that. $100, and it's really easy. There's like a bus stop everywhere, or subway stations everywhere and train stations, and it's really easy. And in America, just about everywhere except like, I don't know, New York, you need a car to get around or you're kind of SOL. So yeah, I think the transport is just really convenient. I do miss having a car though of my own, and I do miss driving, but I don't think I'd want to drive in Sweden because the lanes are so small and the signs are very confusing. But I appreciate not having to, 1, pay for a car, 2, worry about a car, and 3, think about parking. It's very, very easy, and I appreciate that. 2 is I love all the museums here. There are so many, and I love museums. I've been to a few that are free, and that's, down my lane, that's like, and that's perfect for me. I love free. So yeah, the museums here, there are just so many, and they all are just so beautiful and have so many beautiful things in them. And yeah, I just love museums, so it's just a really fun little adventure. Another thing I love are the parks and just all the greenery. In LA, there's like a few parks and they're all really shady. You don't want to hang out in them, but there's just so much green and so many parks. I've been told that the city are very aware of keeping the trees in the parks the way they are and kind of building around them, and I think that that's just great. I love that, and I think more cities should be doing that. I also really like how you can, sit in the parks without being worried, and it's fun because in the summertime you can drink in some of the parks, and I think that that's really nice to just go hang out with your friends in a beautiful park in some beautiful weather, having some nice drinks. Yeah. Speaking of drinking, I really like the nightlife in Sweden, and I love just, the bars and the restaurants and all the little hole in the walls. There's always somewhere to go, some cheaper place, some more expensive places. I love the rooftop places. I really want to explore more areas outside of the places that I have explored, but so far everything has been really nice and I've had a lot of fun. Another one is the buildings, and I have talked about the architecture here a little bit, but I just love how everything is so colorful and bright, and there's mostly old, but there's some new mixed into it. I just think it's really beautiful. It's never boring when you're going out for a walk. You don't just look down at the ground, you just kind of look at all of the beautiful buildings and the beautiful colors that is at least Stockholm. I haven't been outside of Stockholm, but I can only imagine that Sweden is just about the same. And I have said this previously, but you can just feel the history in the buildings. And I love going into older apartment building complexes And like having the weird little elevator in the middle and like the spiral like stairs, I think it's just beautiful and it's really, really charming. Another one is just the people. So, you know, strangers are not the most talkative, but when you have a friendship with someone in Sweden, I feel like it's usually, at least everybody that I've met, it's very genuine and they just take care of you, and it, you know, is always very relaxed and not awkward or stressful, and they're just so sweet and genuine, and it's like they almost want to make you feel like, you know, it's like a family. And I appreciate that because at least in LA there were, you know, a lot of fake people, so that was hard to get around. But here, everybody that I've met so far has been just very genuine and kind and welcoming, and I love that. It is a little bit shorter of a video, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. So until then, please like and subscribe.